Okay, getting late in the day. Got a couple hours to blow, so I gotta. So going home early, gotta get some work done. So I got a head here came in. Somehow he lost his air cleaner screw. Not sure what happened to it, but I think we found it. Appears to be right there. So we got a couple of bent valves on this thing. This is a late model Sportster 1200 head. So something 068, something like that. I got a couple twin cam heads here. Sold these to a customer. Good low mileage takeoff. I got to set up a little bigger cam. It's going to change out the valve springs on this. So we're going to do a valve spring swap on this one. And then I got a wheel down here that had some issues with the bearings. So I'm not sure what happened there, but it definitely has a lack of bearings in the hub now. So I need to get the races out of here, which are right there. I need to get those out somehow. So I'm going to take a couple of panhead valves I had left over from some, I don't know, some panheads that were laying around here one day. And we'll want to weld those in there, and I'm going to knock them out with a hammer. Hopefully I'll get those out, because there ain't no other way of getting them out of there. So that's what we got. Just got some oddball stuff to work on today. So stuff's been sitting around. Too busy working on panheads to get work done, so a couple little minor things done here. So this has bent valves evidently in it. So the light test failed. There's light coming through the inside of the ports in there, so that means the valves are probably in the way. So I'm going to have to do a little cleanup work in here. So I need to get some stuff out of my way so I can do that. Yep, wrong one. It was the bigger one. Where'd my zip gun go? Appears to have a lack of air pressure. Have more air pressure in a minute, but I'm lazy, so we'll just get some more air pressure quicker than that. So we'll just go ahead and do a conversion to a bigger air gun. Oh, it didn't want to come out of there, did it? Yep. Yeah, I think I just destroyed that bit pretty well. See how it's all rounded off. So that means somebody put that on with red Loctite, and that's rounded out the rest of the way. So that's not coming off, so I have to work around it now. And I'm going to have to go shorten this up a little more. It's already getting pretty short. I'll have to buy a new one of those pretty soon. Oh well. Now. Alright, so we'll deal with that. Get the broken bolt out of here, so there it's out. A broken screw. That'd be an S&S air cleaner screw, in case you know what they look like. That's what they're not supposed to look like. So that one's bad. So you can dress all this up and run it, or you can weld it up a little bit and dress it up and run it. So I'm not supposed to weld on it, but I think I'll just weld on it. It's just as easy to do that as do anything else. So when you already got the tools, it's not a big deal. All right, let's see how bad these valves are. It appears to be stuck. Yeah, that one's much better. So this one here has a little orbital spin to it, so that's bad. Now do we hit the valve guide? See, the valve's not too loose. It's free, so that valve guide's good. Valve, not so good. Valve guide, good. Now the other one, the valve don't want to come out. So that's not a good sign. Oh, good. Came out easier. Okay, now this valve appears to be bent a little bit further up. It's bent up into the valve guide, so that means it probably broke the valve guide. And the valve guide has a nice big crack in there right now, so the valve guide's bad. So this job just turned to be more of an expensive job. So when they bend up this far up here, it costs more money. So we definitely have to put a valve guide in it. So now we're not doing a quickie job on this, it just turned into a full job. Otherwise I could have just put 2 valves in it, done a quick valve grind on it and call it done. But it's turned into a full overhaul job now, which kind of sucks because I didn't want to do that. And the other problem is it's got little dinky valves in it, which I don't stock anyway, I don't think. So that's a whole nother problem. So there's your valve seals. Rubber getting to grab a hold of. There it goes. Alright, so now I get to go clean this all up and then put a new guide in it, fit it, weld the head up a little bit, so get all the work doing it now. So now once I get it hot, about 350 degrees, this will loosen up and be able to get this off, but I'll just leave it on there. As long as I can work around it, which is, probably won't be able to work around it because it sticks above the surface, so I don't think that'll fit on my table without taking it off. Let's go over here and see. This will fit over here. Nope. It's going to hit on the table. So you can see how it goes, drops off as you go in the hole. So I have to take that piece off, so whatever it takes to get that off, I got to get this off. So that'll be called heat. So we're going to have to heat this head up a little bit to do that. So instead of welding it tomorrow, I'll have to weld it today. Now I got to take that apart. Okay, so I got to take these back with me. So I got a breaker bar and screwed up socket I have to shorten a little bit first. So we'll deal with that. So this one here is got work to do on it. Next job. Spin cam. Rear one, this is the front one. So here's in my way. Get out of the way. Okay, this one here should be in good shape. We just got to do a spring swap. Exhaust. Always check to make sure the valve is straight. It's good. No real wear on the stem, so it's in good shape. Pretty low mileage head like I thought it was. So, gave the guy a good deal on these. He had a bad exhaust that he broke and tried to cut it out. Pretty much destroyed the head, so I said, oh, it's cheaper to buy another head than fix it. So for once they actually listened to me. So I sold him a head. He liked it so much he bought the other one, so yeah, now he has a set of new heads. See, there's no mileage on that valve. Yeah, that thing's barely even worn. Look at that, it's hardly even broken in yet. I bet you that thing's got under 2,000 miles on these things, if even that much. So he's got a nice set of low mileage heads for low money. because I don't really care much about twin cams. I don't think it's important, so. Sell them cheap. We're going to put a cam in it. Big bore kit, so. Did the same thing on the cylinders. I sold them a set of cylinders that were already bored out. Just got to order a set of pistons for a final cleanup on them. We'd be good. Okay, so I'll go ahead and clean this up a little bit. Get all the oil off, and then this should be able to go back together pretty quickly. Seats look pretty good. I'll give them a quick lap with the lapping compound just to make sure they're 100%. Should be good to go. So there's that one. This is the other one. Looks like about the same condition to me. Get the camera stand again. Hey, somebody kept moving the camera stand. Who did that? This is what, an intake? Always stack up your hardware where you know where it is. Always do it the same way whenever I put stuff on my bench. You got front head, rear head, exhaust, intake, intake, exhaust. Real simple, just like on the motor. Rear head, exhaust, intake, intake, exhaust. Kind of like it does on a motor, see? Exhaust, intake, intake, exhaust. There, see, you do everything the same way each time. You never have to worry about where all your parts are at. Valve is straight. Once again, it looks really good. Got a lot of carbon buildup on there. I could probably clean it up a little bit. I can make it run better really quick for about 2 minutes worth of work on my part. Be almost like having a port job. There's all kinds of things I can do for basically no effort. Maybe we'll do a couple for fun. That looks straight. See, look how thick that valve is. You don't need any of that crap on there. You see where the wear mark is, where it wears is there. You know, the seat's right in this area. This is a thick ass valve. Anything above this wear mark you can cut off. Exhaust don't have a lot of room to work, but the intake does. Got a little carbon buildup, but there's no wear marks. And once again, it's no mileage on this motor. So he definitely got a screening deal on these heads. I figured they were pretty good heads, but I don't remember any history about them, so they are what they are. I don't remember what I paid for them, so that makes it easy to sell. We don't remember anything about it. Pretty much you go by, how much do I want today for money in my pocket? Yeah, that's what I'll sell them for. It's a good way to come up with prices. What do I need to buy today for myself? Yeah, that's what I need. I need a new set of pistons for my bike. Okay, I need that much money. Alright, so we gotta clean these up. So that's good to go. And I still got the wheel on the floor, gotta go deal with that. So I'll clean this up. We'll be back in the welding shop.